Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Direwolf20 series. This is going to be episode 13, and as you can tell, looking around, we do not have our controller anymore. Yes, a creeper did manage to blow it all up. No, I'm just playing with you guys. I decided to make a new base, and I could use some help in this base if anyone had any suggestions or wanted to hop on the server and help, but yeah, this base is really stupid right now because I'm kind of just getting used to the mods, but let's go check it out. Alright, so I did put an energist here, so this sag mill and the smelter, we can leave the furnace here for now. I don't know if we're going to use that or move it to the new base, but like I said, the new base is still a start, so don't judge it. And here we go. Dun, da, da, da. I know it's not that pretty, but it still works. And then these doors, I started playing with a new mod. It's called Chisel and Bits. What it does is you can actually design. Are we still querying? Sorry, I thought we were still using the queries. That would have been bad because I did move the storage. But yeah, you can actually like design your own blocks and whatnot with. You take each pixel block and design your own block with it. So you can actually design your own things. So this is just an iron door, but as you can see, there's no lever or anything like that. We can still walk right in. Usually you need a redstone single for an iron door, but these cool things I made, you can actually, they slide, that slides the door. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. What I actually did is I used a pressure plate and used a painting machine, used glass, quite clear glass, and what it does is it makes it invisible. So we're using silent, quite clear glass, heavy pressure plates. So yeah, you can see right there with the new, I don't even know what that mod's called, but you can see there's something there. It's a pressure plate. So we can just go in the iron door. Right now, I was just messing around with these blocks. Yeah, I know how stupid it looks. They don't even, it's glowstone on a laboratory block, but it doesn't even, it acts as a light, like mobs won't spawn in here, but it doesn't, it's not bright enough, so I just flooded it with torches. I was just trying to messing around. I did move that reactor that we had up at our original startup over here. I don't mind doing that because we're not really using that anymore and we have enough power to sustain it when we do use it. So what we did is we did move our crafting stuff over here because I did say in this episode we will be starting auto crafting. I think we lost the 64k when I was breaking this because I think I did have 3. And I can't find the other 64k, so I think I did manage to lose one. But we still have all our main stuff like coal, redstone, diamonds. Like we're at 500 diamonds. Yellorium's up there. Yeah, so we still have a lot of resources, so we're not really missing anything that important. But I hope it's not something that we need. These are the chiseled bits. As you can see, if you hold shift, it'll show you the main block what it is. But they're just each pixeled blocks. And then if you also get one of these bags, if you make one of these bags, like if you take a full block and you use a, hold on, let me just show you for example, just so you guys can tell or know what's happened. So, um, let's do a diamond block. This is probably not even worth it, and it might be a little mess. Actually, let's get the other bag because this one's pretty full. So if I take a diamond and I right click with this, it's going to take the material that's in it. If you hold Alt, you can open up the menu. So I could take a single, or left click, I mean. I can take a single block and place it wherever I want. Like right there, there's just a diamond there. Um, but we probably don't want to do that. So if we go back to same material, we can take this whole diamond. So if we left click, oh, hold on. There we go. So it's gonna keep us. Usually it's 64, but we messed around with 1, so it'll always keep 64 in your inventory. But this bag stores the rest. You're gonna have 512. So depending on how many blocks actually make up one full block, is how much stuff's gonna come in here. So with the diamonds, like we have all that, but that's only equal to 1 diamond block. So it's a lot. But yeah, you'll have to mess around with that. It's not something Like right now, I was just kind of messing around with this door idea. It's pretty cool from the inside. From the outside, it doesn't look that different than like any other mod that has iron gates. They're just kind of, this is marble, by the way. So it's just some marble brick right here and iron gates. So it looks pretty cool, but it's more cool with the inside. I don't know. I was kind of just messing around trying to make something cool. I started off with wood, but I changed it to make it like that. I didn't know where to go from there. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's kind of cool. And then if we come over here, I did manage to paint a trapdoor. So if we come down here, we still have the insert importer with the ender chest. So that's all hooked back up. And then we have this diamond chest down here. What I'm actually gonna do now is take the drawers, cobblestone, diorite, whatnot, and actually insert them into there. But that's probably gonna be off camera because we do need to get right into auto crafting. So to actually start auto crafting, all you really need to do is make a crafter, in which we don't have to stop. I thought we would have had it by now, but I guess not. Maybe we might be gotten lucky. Oh yeah, there we go. So we can actually make a crafter right now. So, and then take some cables. Right now, all I'm doing is like just running it underneath. I don't really mind doing that either. It's because it's working, it's not really a problem. So we'll just do that. And then, as you can tell, it's like faced weirdly. What you want it to do is face down, I believe. So we will need to go into refined storage. I'm not actually sure about that, but we'll just make a wrench since it doesn't use any power and it's not hard to make. So just for this instance, if you sneak right click and then see how it's facing down, I believe that's actually how you craft. So right now there's nothing in it because we need to make a crafting grid. If I could spell. Just a normal crafting grid, which is an advanced processor, a grid. Do we have a grid? No, we do not. Sorry, I said I was gonna get like the stuff around to make it in this episode, but I did not get around to it because I was just kind of trying new things and I didn't really play that much, but I did start to play, which is a better thing than not having anything at all. But yeah, like I said, I saw advanced. We should have some, yeah. So, oh, we forgot to hook that back up. So we will just plop that right here, I guess. And then and then we need those speed upgrades. There we go. I was actually kind of thinking for the importers, we can make a stack upgrade. I think it would just like take one stack, and then you do one stack upgrade, three speed upgrades, so it'll do each stack upgrade faster. But I haven't gotten around to trying that yet, so that's probably something we want to do. So if I kind of want to have them all level like this. Yeah. All right. Wait. This is a grid. Oh, did we make the wrong thing? Oh wow, we totally did. Wow, that is my fault. We need a pattern grid. So we need a grid. Oh, now we have to make another grid. I totally just derped. Can we like turn this back? Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so if we come back here, pattern grid, make another grid. At least we have most of the materials, because I did go make like a bunch of these basic processors, because I knew we were gonna need them when we were making the thing that we were making. I don't know. Sorry. And then we make a pattern. And then I made a bunch of these diamond processors. We already used all these improved processors. Like everything that we still have left. Start off with like 64, and then now they're all gone. Did we not put the speed upgrades back in? Oh, did we put it in the crafter? That's not where I meant to put it. Alright, so if we come over here, close that. That's gonna make us a pattern grid. And with a pattern grid is how we actually make the patterns. So this is the new interface that we're going to be using. So we want it to be JUI synchronized auto selected, quantity, descendant, normal. We could actually, with this button right here, put it on display, only craftables, no craftables. So this is just a normal inventory, but we don't need it like that. only craftables is just gonna put what we can craft so far, and then normals, both of them combined. But really, if we're gonna be using this as a actual crafting thing, I think we should use the grid as normal. This is just crafting stuff, but it's not really necessary right now because we still have to pick what we need to do and craft and whatnot. So let's start off with the kind of most basic one and use an actual pattern. So it's ORDEC means it'll use these exact items, nothing of the same category. So if we don't have ORDEC, we can actually, we need one pattern to start, so we'll put the pattern in there. So we can actually autocraft patterns, and then we might have to autograph quartz enriched iron too, but we'll do that right after. So if we come over here, right there, pop that in. Now if we go to patterns, we can actually craft patterns. So if we push start, it'll tell us how much you need to craft, 20, and then you have available. This is all available to us right now. If it was something that we didn't need or didn't have available, but we had the items to craft it, and we also have a pattern to craft it, then it will say to craft, and we'll show that in a later on. Alright, so there we go. There's that. And now what we want to do is do iron. We'll just do the quartz enriched just to make sure we have it. Go like that. Put that in the pattern. So now we can make as many patterns as we want because the only thing that's going to be different is the glass. But we should have, yeah, we have a good 48 right now. But later on, I'll actually explain how we can put sand into like a furnace by autocrafting too. But that's going to be in a later episode because we probably won't have enough time to do that. So what we really need to work on crafting is 1K. Not that one. What we want to do is actually autocraft the process of getting to the next storage or 64Ks. So now we have a 1K. So let's just go down the line from a 64. So that that this is just assuming that we have everything. We're not actually putting items into the soldering machine or whatnot yet. That's going to be in a later episode, like I said. So we're making the 1K as well. Just assume we have all this. So this is just going to actually craft it for us. But we also have to have the items. So back to this. So yeah, now we're on 16K. And then we will craft the 64K. We might also have to craft certain things with the process. I didn't really look. And then that's gonna make a 64K pattern. So can we make one right now? Let's try it out. Start. We're missing 108 silicon, missing 7 of the basic processors, missing 8 of the improved processors, and glass. So at least we'll know what we're missing. So if we just take a bunch of quartz right now. Actually, not that many. 108 sand. And what else were we missing? 64. So we need refined and basics. Alright, so we'll take iron, do half stack. Redstone, we're gonna need a full stack between the two processes. Gold, half stack. And then silicon, we don't have because we'll need it through this process. But actually, yeah, no, we're not gonna do it this episode. I was actually gonna decide if we were gonna going to go through and figure out how. Oh, the soldering machine's over there. Duh. And then we were gonna figure out how to actually autocraft with the soldering machine, but I think we'll do that in another episode because there's also this little cutout that I made. As you can tell, it goes all the way around, but we have this little cutout right here. I think right here we're gonna do a 5x5 little elevator that goes down to a lower level. So let's actually get started on that. So I'll do that in a later episode. Actually get the 64Ks because we do need more storage. I'm probably gonna make just a grid full 64Ks, and yeah. So let's actually show you how to make an elevator for RF tools. So as you can see, we'll make a machine frame, and then we have an elevator. But since there's gonna be 2 floors, we're gonna need 2 of them for now at least, and then we can worry about making more as we progress. And then we also need this elevator button module. What are we missing? Buttons. That's kind of funny. And then right there, and then we'll need 2 of these. And then we are gonna need a screen controller. So 2 more machine frames. Actually, we only need 1. Oops. Cause we only need 1 screen controller. But then we actually need the actual screens, which is 2. So there we go. So now we got 2 screens. We're also gonna need to power this, but we'll worry about that in a second. So if we come over, actually, we should probably get a different block so we can actually see the elevator. So what do we want to use for our elevator? For this, I guess we'll just use. I don't even know. No, we want it to be a light block. Let's just use marble. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but yeah, we'll just use marble for this instance, and then we'll come back and pick out something else. So yeah, these are those little light things I made. They're kind of weird looking, but they're pretty cool at the same time. Alright, so we probably want to dig down a little. As you can tell, I didn't do a really good job of cleaning this place up. I kind of just left it all open. But it still gets the job done. Alright. So, what we want to do, I don't like that. Like that even if we're doing this for a project. So there's our elevator space. Fill this with marble. I'm actually kind of going off this just randomly, so don't hold me for anything. And then what we want to do is take our elevators. So you want to have the elevator in each stop, if that makes sense. So it's going to be 1 there. And then the other one's going to be right there, I guess. So actually we can name the floors right now, I guess. Floor 1. I don't know if that makes a difference, but floor 2. Alright, so there's our elevator, and then if we actually get a screen controller, it's gonna scan for the screens. So what we want to do is put 1 there, and like that, and then do the same thing down here. Just mind that, and then yeah, we'll just go like that, that. I believe that's gonna work. But like I said, we have to power this, so what we're gonna do, just for this instance, is grab 2 of these, so we'll have 10 million RF. It's plenty, if they're still full. Oh, they are draining over here now because we are using a lot of power and we only have 4 lava gens going right now. So that's actually gonna run out eventually. Let's grab energy conduits for this. So we'll come over here. So we have to power both of these, so what we're gonna do is just put it right there. And then put these banks right here. There we go. And then I believe we click the screen. So what you want to do is click the elevator, sneak right click, and then click the screen with it. So it's going to install the module. And then if we go to vertical, larger buttons, if you set the color, button color is just going to tell you what color the buttons are. And if you set this, it's just going to show you like a light up of that. Not connected, no power. What are we missing? I believe it should be connected, but unless we're missing a step, let's just get this one hooked up too. Open manual, let's see, the elevator is blocked to moves. At every level on one level, make a platform in front of the elevator. This elevator only the bottom elevator block needs power. Only the bottom needs power? Oh, does it have to be the bottom one? Maybe that's what we did wrong. I thought you could do it with any of them. So I believe we can keep the screen controller there. Cause I don't think it matters where the screen controller is. But yeah, we do have to power this one. So we come right here. And if you're wondering why we're doing this, we're kind of just playing around with it. Did I not grab the banks? Oh, they're right there. Wow, I'm blind. I just didn't see them when I was looking at it. It's kind of weird. So we do have the elevator there. So now if we go like that and there, installed module, vertical, large, go in a red. So we do want it to start in floor 1. Start numbering at 1 instead of 0. I don't know if this is gonna make a difference, but we'll do ground floor. Main base, I guess. It should be showing up, but I guess it's not. I wonder if it's something to do with the screen not actually hooking up. Oh, what we forgot to do is we gotta scan for the. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So we're on floor 1 right now. If we push floor 2, or left click floor 2, there we go. We go down. So well, you do have to individually name each one on the with that module. I don't know why it does that. So this is floor. What is this? Ground floor, and then the top one's floor. No, ground floor is up there. Floor 2. No, I guess it's backwards. So I was thinking about it in a different way. So this is actually gonna be ground floor. This is gonna be main. I believe that's what we just had, isn't it? Alright, so I guess we'll just make new names. So what we're gonna do, level 0 is gonna be base. And then level 1 is gonna be ground. Can we do that? Alright, I'm thinking it in an opposite way. So this is actually the bottom one. We start from the bottom. So this is gonna be ground. And then this one's gonna be base. Alright, so we're at base right now. And then if we had another layer, it would be up there. So what it's saying is the bottom elevator must be powered. The rest don't really matter. But you also have to have this scanner. I don't think it uses constant power though, because it's not. Unless that power cells down here is powering both. So this is a 5x5 elevator that we actually made. We can actually, and probably off camera, I'm gonna actually make it look cool. Put some metal poles using that chisel and bits mod. Put some like poles and stuff like that, and put like a frame around here so we can actually come over here. Maybe put this somewhere else. Put it like in the wall here so we can actually have a cool design for it. I don't know. Probably just play around with some of the things. But if we push ground, now we go down to the ground floor. So just messing around with this. I don't know. I just wanted to actually try it because I've only seen people use it. So right now it's floor 1, floor 2. Let's get rid of that because I don't think that works. All right, floor 1, floor 2. So what we want to do is use floor 0 as ground, and then that one as base. So right now we're on ground. We still have, I don't think it's using power unless we push the button. But yeah, we're on ground right now. So we're probably gonna go lower, probably like 20 block, not 20, probably 10 blocks lower, and actually make like a factory kind of downstairs. Or I don't really know yet. We're just gonna mess around with the chisel and bits mod, kind of make some cool designs downstairs and whatnot. But if we go back up, yeah, it's just a pretty cool elevator. So we can actually patch this in, get rid of this. I'm just gonna delete those because those are actually really ugly. I don't know why they keep turning out like that, but yeah. So yeah, that's actually our first elevator we ever made. Just pretty cool. You can actually make the screens bigger if you put another screen on top. They will connect. And then if you go into a 2x2, they will connect. And you can actually do that with up to a 4x4, I believe. Actually, you can't do a 3x3, I don't think. I don't know. There's some weird thing you can do. But with a normal screen, maybe it's a screen from refined storage or extra utils, yeah. You can have some weird ways of designing them, but if you get to a certain point, you can actually like on Imgur take some images. Let's just try see if we can make one real quick. The I think we have it in our inventory. No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe that's one of the things we lost. Mm, Unless it breaks. I wouldn't know. No, it wouldn't have broken by then. So we put the screen right there. See, if you go to Imgur, you can actually like type the file that you want. No single. So if you actually had like a link, you can actually type one in. But I don't have one off right hand right now. Let's see if giant waffle. No. Let's just type in waffle maybe. Yeah, I don't know. They're probably pretty random. That's why we can't just get one. Um, toy. I'm trying to just think of simple things I would. I don't know. Figure. No, we're not gonna get it by guessing, but yeah, if you use the screen from extra utils, does it actually use power? I don't think it uses power. Oh, it does use one power per screen, which isn't that much, but yeah, like I said. So if we come over here, make these in the iron, we're gonna need silicon too. So we'll do a stack of those, and then we will be able to make a 64K. And I'll show you the process of autographing. While we're waiting though, what we should do is go to refined storage. See, it shows up right here everything you can craft if you search with the actual mod. And how to do that is you do the @ sign, so shift 2. Alright, and then if we go to, actually let's just search refined because sometimes the mod doesn't register as with a space, so you have to do it a certain way. But if you just do half of it, it'll show you if it's not like a unique name. And then if we make a D Crafton monitor, I believe it is. Come over here and make one of these guys. We're not gonna be able to do it without the improved, unless we have one maybe. Oh yeah, we do. So we have a Crafton monitor now. So if we put that there, it'll actually show you the processes of crafting that you are working on. So if we, let's for instance come over here, make a furnace, go like that, come over here, put the furnaces in there. So if we want to have a furnace crafted, let's do 64, which we can, it's 512 cobblestone as you can see. It's actually going to craft them, and you can actually watch the crafting steps. If you have a multi-step crafting, it'll do the furnace, craft the furnaces, craft the other parts, and then actually have a main craft, which is the 64 furnaces. So it actually shows you going vertical down that what's being worked on, what needs to be worked on, and how far it's gone. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So now we just have to put all these into here, and then actually craft these. What we should do in the next, I might do it off video actually because it's kind of a boring process, but I'm gonna make more solders, make like 3 or 4, actually hook it up with the autocraft, and then I'll explain it in the next episode how I did it, and then we'll actually be able to autocraft the process of autocrafting. So, in this process, we won't have to wait for it. If we want a 64K, we'll actually just push 64K, and then it'll instantly craft. Like, it'll actually craft this without us doing it manually like this. it'll just do it for us so we can just AFK it or go do something else while we're waiting. But yeah, next episode our plans are that, have that done, so we can actually auto craft multiple solderers, different processes and stuff like that. Work with the elevators going down the base so we can actually, I don't know, kind of have something cool down here. We'll try to get something cool down here, maybe a elevator frame using the chisel and bits, which that's gonna be just fun to play around with. Kind of make like an elevator frame right here, and then after that, what we need to do is really upgrade our power because our power is just lame. And then what I want to do eventually is just get another shield around this space right here. Cause I did have a creeper blow this door up, but since these are actual like bits, like if I broke this, we'll actually get that piece, which is pretty nice. But let's try to put that back. There we go. Yeah, so you actually get the piece. You don't just break it and it falls apart. So it's like an actual block you can use. And then there's also one more thing. I probably hold on, let me, yeah. If we go to chisel this, what you can do is this is. I think if you go like yeah, so you can actually take one of your designs if you have the materials. So I can actually replace this if I wanted to. If we go to our options, we have impose, which is just replace, or it's replace without taking the pieces. So it's like deleting it, for instance, and then placing it down. Replace is actually just replacing it. Additive is like adding to a project thing, and then placement is just placing. So if we go, we don't have the pieces, so we can't do it, but we could actually like not this in general, but if we wanted these gates, let's say, we could take these gates. But yeah, we don't have the pieces on us right now to do that. So we come back over here and then throw those in. So we actually have those now. So what do we need for a 64K? So what we're missing is silicon. Why are we missing silicon? Um, I think it might be ore addicted. We didn't craft silicon, did we? No, we didn't. Why are we missing silicon? The reason why is, I mean, we could just go make it real quick, but that'll take a really long time. I mean, we could make silicon right now. No, we can't. We can't do silicon because you actually need the next step processing that I'm gonna do off stream or off video. So if we go 64K, we should be able to make it now. Yeah, we're only missing silicon, so Control Shift to start anyways. So if we watch this, it should be making it. Now, I see it's trying to use that one kind of silicon from Ender IO. So I guess what we'll have to do is go make that real quick, but that's gonna take like a really long process because the alloy smelter kind of sucks. I don't know why, but they even with the octadic capacitor. Oh no no no, we want it on alloys. I know we did it on furnace. Sorry about that. Yes. That's really weird. I don't know why we have to use this silicon, but I believe it has something to do with the ordict because we didn't actually ordict the silicon, or maybe we ordict the wrong kind. Alright, so if we come back into here, let's check. Oh, not that. Where's the silicon being used? Is it used in all? No, the silicon's only being used in this one. So is there a way like we can edit it maybe? No. So can we like get rid of this pattern? Yeah. Alright, so if we come back into here, put the pattern in there, go to 1K. We want to make a 1K. That's why it's using the wrong silicon. So if we go to silicon and use this silicon or dict it, actually, so it can use either one, but I don't know why I was trying to use that one. Now we can actually be able to craft it because we were just using the wrong silicon, and I don't know why it wasn't using each one. But yeah, see, now we can actually craft because we have each available component. So if we come over here, what it's doing is, as you can see, it's crafting these. These are items that have to be crafted. I don't know why it's saying we have items missing though, because it didn't say that. No, we shouldn't have items missing. Why is it saying that? Items crafted 9K, 1K. I think we messed up somewheres because I don't know why we'd be making 24 of these. Oh, we must have got slowed down. Oh, wait, 999. Yeah, we need 27 of them. My bad. Is it saying we're missing silicon? Yeah, that's what it is. We actually don't have silicon. I don't know why. But if we come back over here and just throw these into the furnace, this will craft silicon, this will craft silicon, and we also have this, so just take those. Come on, come on. There we go. And then if we just come over here, throw these back in, we should be good to go. And see, it wants to use that one kind of silicon, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, see, it has to use that one kind. It's not using the NRIO now. I don't know why. It should be using both of them since um, we didn't check off Ordict, but it's not. So, are we actually mixing basic processor? Oh, that's what we're missing. Are those the ones with iron, right? Basic processor. Yeah. What the heck? We shouldn't be missing that much. I thought we crafted those for that reason. So we just throw silicon in there. We still have 9 though, but that's not gonna be enough anyways, cause we needed 11 more. So yeah, we'll just do 11 real quick. Throw those in there. These speed upgrades are really nice, but if we had multiple soldering machines, it would be so much better. Alright, so I think we should just use a lot of the resources. Not a lot of resources, because we actually have that much, but enough resources so we can actually make a bunch of these so we don't have to go through this process every time until we get it to actually do this, which will be done next episode, so it's not even worth it. But we still want them a lot so we don't have to wait this long every time. But yeah, so as we come around the corner with these last ones, we should see it be going down 5, so we need one more to be done. There we go. So we just throw those in there, it should finish the process. And we are missing glass for some reason. It just said I had glass, that makes no sense. So we'll just use a chisel. Am I missing it? Oh yeah, right there. I like to put that in the F just so I can do it quick. So we'll just take this glass, throw the glass in there, come over here, and then boom. So if we go over here, we have 264. Did it craft 264s? I knew we had the materials to do it. That's actually what it did. I have no clue why it did that. 2 glass. I didn't mean to craft 2. That's really weird. Why did it do that? 4 silicon, 1K, 4K, 16K, 64K. It should just make 164K, but it made 2. 2 glass threads and 164K is 164K. That's actually really weird. Unless it's just bugged out. Let's try to throw them in real quick. No, both of them go in there, so that's really weird. It must be bugged out. So throw that in there. I want to keep the 64s together. 64 is right there. So we'll actually have like a full this drive, 16Ks. Throw that 16 in there. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this episode, but like I said, yeah, we're gonna work on the elevator downstairs, probably multiple floors, power generation on the basement floors. Just kind of cool design for the base. I don't really know. If anyone has ideas, make sure you hop on the server. Just let me know in the comments that you want to play. And then we're gonna get that auto crafting going with the solderers and actually get down here cobblestone drawers and stuff, so we don't have to waste space in those. But it doesn't really matter at this point because we have like a limited kind of space. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are all doing alright, and hope you will be back next time. Have a good one.